So in 2004, we started a company called the N2 Company, and we create magazines for neighborhoods all over the US. As the business grew and took off, then we had some extra resources. And we dreamt of the day of being able to give back and find causes that we could support that we were passionate about. As we went down that path, we realized there are hundreds of great causes out there that people can give money to, but we wanted to pick one cause and really get behind it and see if we could make a real dent in that issue in our lifetime. That's about the time we started learning about human trafficking.
Mm-hmm. The temptation for us in the beginning was like, we probably won't ever be able to do enough. But we kind of had a conversation, and actually you said it's better to do something for someone than nothing for anyone. Back in 2016 is when we kind of launched a giving campaign through our company N2, and we called it N2 Gives To. Decided to give 2% of our annual revenue to organizations that fight trafficking.
As you start to succeed, for people who are business owners, if it goes well, that's a lot of fun. It's also, at the same time, kind of meaningless. Chasing goals for yourself is pretty hollow in the end. Pouring into other people is where a lot of people can find satisfaction and purpose.
I think that tipping point for us with Love Justice was that these experiences are so traumatic. When we heard about an organization that was actually doing some work to intercept potential victims, we were so excited about that idea. I mean, that was just a very different model. There's this synergy that exists for the nonprofits that need the resources to come together with the funders that have the resources, and for that to just be like a really exciting partnership. We have these resources, we have this opportunity, we can be a part of something that we're passionate about and team up with somebody that we are really confident is doing good work. That like synergy done well, I think is something that makes a really incredible impact, and it's a gift to everyone involved.
I'm not a go out in the field kind of a guy. Like, I hate camping, I hate bugs. Like, I'm not good in those environments. Like, I'm a business guy. As I learned more about these organizations, I found, there's people who are good to go into the field, but they need financial resources to do that. I know even when we had no money, we started the business, we were broke. I had a couple kids, starting a family. The dream was, maybe one day, before we die, if we've saved our money, we could write a check for $1 million and give it to somebody. We had both decided, our giving had been increasing with Love Justice, and so we agreed, hey, let's up our support this year. And we made the decision, and it was like maybe a couple weeks later, I was like, let me call, give Doug a call.
I was at a board meeting, and it was a difficult moment for our work. We were struggling financially. I was presenting the budget at that moment, and my phone rang. I always turn off my phone. For some reason, I didn't turn it off that day. And I pulled out my phone and I looked at it and it said Dwayne Hixon. And I said, well, I need to take this. I basically just said, what's up? What are you guys doing? And you said, well, hey, we're just coming back from our daughter's soccer game. And there's this long pause. And then he comes back and he goes, well, Rebecca and I were talking and we want to give you guys $1 million. And of course, my reaction was, well, I think I even said, shut up. I immediately changed the topic and said, so did your daughter win? And he goes, no, we're serious. We want to give you $1 million. I went back in to our board meeting and I said, before we begin, let me just tell you what happened. And for the next several minutes, we basically wept and prayed and gave thanks. And that gift not only allowed us to meet the financial obligations that we had at that moment, but it completely opened up the possibility of our work in Africa.
To think about the fact that what we've done has had a ripple effect through Love Justice. There's a sense of, I think, fulfillment and excitement and peace that comes with that.
To have some small part of that bigger picture, that ripple effect of being able to support those people who are more vulnerable and who are susceptible to being trafficked. I'd encourage any business owner to get on board and to do something like this that's similar. When you have something that you can get behind as an organization and just send some money to, that excites people and that unites them around that common cause. Together, all these small things have a big impact.
We are committed to this being a long-term play, similar to an abolitionist movement where it's large and it takes sticking power and it takes commitment and it takes dreaming of something that doesn't seem possible in the moment. That's what we're doing, dreaming for something that doesn't seem possible, but we believe it will be.